Bharat Mata Shiv Shakti Avatar 15th June 2026 Parmatma Vaani Om Namah Shivaya. Sweet children, yes, Baba, you have to imbibe this very well that we are players in this world. We come to play our parts number wise. This drama is created very accurately. There can be no change in it. It cannot be called inaccurate. Sweet children, when you sit here, only this should remain in your intellect's remembrance. Om Namah Shivaya. Now, spiritual children know that there is happiness in the new world and sorrow in the old world. All sorrows are included in sorrow, and all happiness is included in happiness. In the world of happiness, there is no name or trace of sorrow. Then, where there is sorrow, there is no name or trace of happiness. Where there is sin, there is no name of charity. Where there is charity, there is no name or trace of sin. Which place is that? One is the golden age and the other is the iron age. This would surely be in the intellects of the children. Now the time of sorrow is ending and preparations are being made for the golden age. This would surely be in everyone's intellect. Number wise, we are now going across from this dirty iron age world to the golden age, that is the kingdom of Rama. There is happiness in the golden age, there is sorrow in the iron age. They are called the new world and the old world. It is not that the one who gives happiness also gives sorrow. No, the Father gives happiness. Maya, Ravan gives sorrow. There is only one picture of that enemy was effigy they make and burn every year. An effigy is always made of the one who gives sorrow. Children know that when his kingdom ends, he is finished forever. You children know that Ravan, that is sorrow, will be destroyed through us. The one who gives sorrow is the Ravan with the five vices. Even when you sit here, let it remain in your intellects remembrance that we have to go to our Baba. Ravan is not called the father. Have you ever heard this? Would they call Ravan the supreme father, the supreme soul? Never. Yes, they have such small intellects that they think Ravan was in Lanka. It is explained to you, children, that this whole world is Lanka. They say Vasco da Gama went around the world by steamer or boat. At the time he went around, there were no steamers, etc. Trains run on steam. Electricity is a different thing. It is very well in the intellects of their children that the new world is called the land of happiness and the old world is called the land of sorrow. How the new world and the old world change. You also know this. Among you too, you understand number wise according to your effort. Some understand very little. They understand so little that they never even remember. It is a matter of a second. The iron is the iron age is the old world. The golden age is the new world. Now the new world is being established. The old world will be destroyed. First, the new world is established and then the old world will be destroyed. You should never mix up the words. First establishment, then destruction, and then sustenance. To say destruction first is wrong. First establishment, then destruction. Sustenance. Make this completely firm. There are many daughters who memorize it like a parrot. They do not understand whether it is right or wrong. To make the wrong right is understanding. Words should also be spoken with their meaning. First establishment, then destruction, and then sustenance continues for half a cycle. Then later there is a Ravan's sustenance, that is called false vicious sustenance. This should be imbibed very well in the intellect. You children know that the Father never gives sorrow to anyone. Here, the more Pradhan human beings say that the Father is omnipresent. This is the most third class point. This should remain in the intellects of the children while walking and moving around. It is very easy. It is a matter of Alf. Muslims also say wake up and remember Alf. They say remember Alf or Khuda. You will say, remember the Father. The word Baba is very sweet. By saying Alf, you will not remember the inheritance. By saying Baba, you will surely remember the inheritance. Muslims do not say father, they say Allah Mia, Mia Bibi. The best word of all is in Bharat. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Just by saying Father, you will remember the Shivling. Shivalingam. European people say God Father. Even then, they say He is in pebbles and stones. They too will remember the stones, or perhaps they don't remember the stone. Here, everyone remembers the Shivalingam. They think God is in this stone. The stone is worshipped as God. Now, where does that stone actually come from, which is called a lingam? Stones flow down from the mountains above, and by constantly rubbing in the water, they become round. By rubbing, they become very smooth. They also have natural marks studded with gold. Now you have understood that God is not a stone. They have made this image of Him just as deities existed in the past. Then later, stone idols are made. They make stone images and call them Lakshmi and Narayan. At this time, it is the path of devotion. Now you are making effort to become this in a living form. You understand that we will not become made of stone like that. We will become living. This one was also living. He has been made of stone for worship. If they are living, they will not be worshipped. When they are made of stone, they are worshipped. The living form is worthy of worship. When they become non living, they become worthy of being worshipped. They are worthy of worship. There are no worshippers there at all. They do not worship anyone at all. There is no need to make stone pictures there. All these are made only on the path of devotion. They make and keep stone memorials of those who were living. When they become living, all the non living pictures, etc., are finished. You become worthy of worship. When those who are worthy of worship become worthy of being worshipped, they make them of stone. When they are worthy of worship, they have a body of the five elements. Those same living beings then become non living. There is a difference, is there not? Now you have come to know the life story of these deities. Previously, you did not have this eye of knowledge. Now, you children have received a lot of knowledge. Those who imbibe it are number wise. Everyone receives the same knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, middle, and end of creation. These things will not be in anyone's intellect except yours. Among you too, it is number wise. Your rosary of Rudra is also created number wise according to your effort. The rosary of Runda is also created. It has been explained to the children that this is the whole rosary. One is the rosary of Runda, one is the rosary of Runda, and the other is the rosary of Rudra. They are all brothers. Then they are brothers and sisters. This enters your intellect. Does it not? That we souls are very, very small. We are just a point. It is also remembered a wonderful star sparkles in the center of the forehead. Now you understand that we are in a living form. We souls are a very small star. Then, when we enter this first, there is a small embryo. Then it becomes so big. They also continue to play their parts. You will say our soul is exactly like a tiny point that alone plays such a huge part. Through this large body, because it is large, human beings remember the body more. In the golden age, they will not say, become soul conscious. Consider yourself to be a soul. You receive this knowledge only once at this time because you know that the soul has now become impure. Because of being impure, whatever actions they perform are all upside down. The Father makes you perform right actions. Ravan makes you perform wrong actions. The Father has explained which actions are right and which are wrong. To say that God is omnipresent is the most wrong action. This is why they continue to burn the one who makes them perform wrong actions every year. Ultimately, he will be burnt. This is not an imperishable thing, this is perishable. Is it not? The soul that plays a part is imperishable. It is never burnt. It is worshipped. Whereas the human body is burnt. The soul is not something that can be burned. The soul already leaves one body and enters another. Later, they take the body away. The soul goes and takes another body in a second. They even keep the body for 2 to 4 days. The soul departs. There is a Christian saint Xavier. They say this his body is still kept. It is as though a temple is being built for him too. He is kept covered in medicines, etc. They do not show him to anyone. They only show his feet. They touch them. If someone is ill, etc., they feel lighter by touching his feet. So they think it is his grace. The Father says, does he not? You receive the fruit of your feelings. By having a faithful intellect, there is some benefit or other. Otherwise, if it were like that, crowds and crowds would go there. Even when the Father comes here, there cannot be such a crowd. There is no space for a crowd. When the time comes for a crowd to gather, destruction takes place. This drama is also predestined. It continues. It has no beginning or end. Yes, the tree reaches a state of total decay. That is, it becomes Tamo Pradhan, and then this tree changes. This is such a large, unlimited tree. It has to change now. First, those who have to go in the first number will come. They will come number wise, will they not? All the Surya Vanshis will not come together. The Chandra Vanshis also do not all come together. The rosary is created and that too is number wise. They are yet to come. Not everyone has come. Everyone does not come together. Actors come gradually. That is such a small stage and this is such a large stage. They continue to come number wise according to their parts. You have to imbibe this very well that we are players in this world. We come to play our parts number wise. This drama is created very accurately. There can be no change in it. It cannot be called inaccurate. Sweet children, when you sit here, only this should remain in your intellect's remembrance, whereas in other spiritual gatherings, many other things continue to enter the intellect. There are so many things in the scriptures, etc. This is the only study through which you earn an income. You do not earn an income by reading those scriptures, etc. Yes, there are some good virtues. When they sit to read the Granth, it is not that all of them are viceless. Everyone is born through corruption. Then some among them are good and some are bad. Some are good and some are very vicious. It is like that among sannyasis too. There was a sannyasi with a lion. First he was a sannyasi and then he became a householder. Many Kumaris etc. used to go to him. Ultimately, he got married and then he also had children. If someone else had a child, their name is ruined. A sannyasi's name is ruined even more. At this time, it is considered that everyone is born through corruption. They ask you, children, how will birth takes place there? Tell them there are no five vices there at all. There is only the power of yoga there. If you can purify the whole world with the power of yoga, If you can become the masters of the world with the power of yoga, then why would there be children? They have a vision in advance that a child is going to come. There is no question of becoming impure. Those who become impure are called Dusasan and Draupadi. At this time, both call out. She says, Baba, this is Dushasan, makes me impure. He says, Baba, Draupadi makes me impure. There are many such cases, both reported. They call out only at this time because it is the conference age. Not everyone becomes pure. Baba has explained. Baba does not just frighten you, he tells you accurate things. Maya completely brings down even the best of children. Whether you say the best of brothers or the best of sisters, Maya does not take long to bring them down. The father also comes and speaks at that time. They also tell the father, if they do not tell him, the sin will multiply a hundredfold. Therefore, whatever is inside, it is in the intellect of the soul, is it not? So the father says, children, whatever sinful actions you have performed, tell me because I am the imperishable surgeon. By telling the surgeon, you will become light. As for the matters of birth after birth, no one knows them. Continue to remember only the Father until the end. Then your sins will be cut away. Those who tell the truth and make effort also win the lottery. Everything depends on effort. This old man also makes effort, does he not? He too was impure, was he not? He remained impure for his whole life, up to 60 years. So the Father explains all these things to you in order to refresh you. If you do not come to school, how will your character improve? Bharat has a bad character at this time, does it not? Vice is the number one bad character. This is why the father says, children, the vice of lust is the greatest enemy. Previously, too, you heard this knowledge of the Gita, which the father gave in the conference age, when the war of atomic bombs also took place. No one knows when the war took place. The father tells you the whole account. The war takes place every 5,000 years. The tree also becomes old. Now you have the whole knowledge in your intellect. You also relate it number wise according to your effect. Not everyone relates it. However, the Father explains to everyone together. Then everyone has their own intellect. A teacher teaches in a school. In that study, a teacher may also teach separately. That is not the case here. They write to Baba, have mercy, give blessings. Baba writes back, bless yourself through your own effort. You have to apply the tilak to yourself through your effort. There is no question of blessing. The main things in this are the pilgrimage of remembrance and divine virtues. Make many others equal to yourself, and you will become kings and emperors. Since when did these kings and emperors begin? You understand the Father has come and given this inheritance through this study. You receive this inheritance through the study, which then continues. Later, when the copper age begins, there is a lot of donation, charity, etc. By performing good actions, they receive a kingdom and that wealth. They also buy the title of king or emperor. If someone is very wealthy and helps the government with 10 or 20 lakhs, they can get a title. This is the world of Ravan and that is the world of Rama. How they go around the cycle. Everyone continues to play their part at their exact time. Acha, love and remembrance to the spiritual father. Lots of love and remembrance to my beloved sweet sweet Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba. Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing, may you be an embodiment of authority. Thinking about the link of a lecture, repeating points, this should not be your form. But when your perfect form of love and attainment is visible, then you will be called an authority. An authority does not have to think, it is already throughout. Before coming on to the stage, you should churn and have the clarification of the topic already in your intellect. If the topic is ready, you will speak as an authority. If you just keep thinking of points, you will not be experienced as an authority. Om Namah Shivaya.